Hello, everybody. Happy Friday.
What's going on, y'all?
Child, it's cold today and I'm sleepy.
So I'm gonna say two quick things about two things I just learned.
Hey, Danny. Hey, Day.
Scarlett Johansson is back with Marvel and they doing a top secret project together. Scarlett Johansson is back.
But you know what's gonna piss me off?
What?
If, like, they push back the Multiverse of Madness because now she back with them instead of, like, doing the whole lawsuit thing. Like, if they was gonna put her in it, but they took her out because of the lawsuit, but then the lawsuit got settled, so now she back, so they pushed the movie back so she could be in it in some kind of way. Like, I gotta make 3 months because y'all wanted to fight. Okay.
And Will Smith in talks with Marvel. But there's a catch. Will wants to be a big part of the universe. So, yeah.
They should bring him in as, like, Nick Fury Jr.
You mean Mick Fury?
Yeah, like, cause like if Samuel don't stay around for like a long time going forward with the new phase, like maybe they could have him do something like that. Like you just make an appearance in all the movies for whatever reason like that. He probably could do something like that.
So have him be Samuel L. Jackson's son.
I'm just saying, I feel like that would be like a cool role for him because you'll get to see him in a lot of different projects doing stuff in case. But I know Sam about them checks. I'm just saying he finna do, what is it, the Secret Wars and then Secret Invasion. And then I'm just saying like they doing like a new phase of heroes. He might be like, bitch, I'm tired of y'all. I don't know. That's just me.
Samuel L. Jackson is that dude that I would want to be in acting. Meaning, I don't care where my name is on this project. My name could be last. But you know me. And you know, oh, we finna get entertainment. You know you finna get a good show. And everybody knows me. And like, I'm not the dude. My name don't have to be first. If I'm the star of the movie, cool. Whatever. But I don't care if you saying, like, me in a movie and I'm like, it says with Trey Real and Samuel Jackson. I'm cool with that. Put me, I'm in the movie. Cool. You know me.
I'm cool with Will being in Marvel, but he has to have the right role because he's the funny guy most times. We all know he could be serious. That's why I'm saying I feel like he could be like a Mick Fury type character, like Nick Fury's son or whatever like that. I can see him doing that if Sam ever was like, okay, I'm good. Like we did all this. He's been in all these movies and he's good now. But you still kind of want that presence in the movies. Like I can see him doing something like that. Since we don't have like Coulson no more and stuff like that. Like I can see him doing something like that. Cause we all know he not finna be no T'Challa. And we all know I can't see him doing anything in Blade. Cause Mahershala already is Blade. And that's like the biggest thing with Blade. They not gonna switch somebody from Fantastic Four to be him. Cause the only person he could be would be Reed. Which would make sense if it was like somebody big. So, like, that's the only thing I can see him do, something like that. But they also have a lot of projects that I know nothing about. So, they can have him be somebody. They can have him be
Blue Marvel? I can't think of a black character he could be.
I mean, they could make him that if he wanted to be.
Oh, somebody else said Blue Marvel.
But he said somebody important. Is there somebody that's going to be around more than one movie? Because you're there because our girl there. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they have her date him, they may not bring him just to bring him.
I would love that role.
So
hold up. Like, so you mean Blue Marvel dating
Monica?
I would love to play Jericho just to piss off Will. I would love to do that.
Who is Jericho?
Jericho Drum is Brother Voodoo. Brother Voodoo likes Monica and dates her, but she leaves Jericho for Blue Marvel. Adam weak ass and like. That's conflict right there.
It is, but I'm just saying if it's somebody that we know gonna be in, like if he's saying the big role, that means he want to be in multiple projects. So that's why I'm trying to think of somebody that would be in multiple projects. Cause like he's older, so we got new Avengers and we got young Avengers. You got to think about like all these younger kids that's coming in. So he would have to be somebody that would either be mentoring them or being like I'm trying to think of somebody, but like. The only way he could do, like, I can see Sam bringing him in, like, this his son, teaching him how to do stuff in case, you know what I'm saying? Or he off-world, you know what I'm saying? Because he be doing that now, like, he be with the aliens. So I'm just like, something like that, instead of have the, what's the name of the people pretending to be him like in the movie, the
Scroll.
scrolls. Yeah, like, you know, have your son do it and let him be that. But he already like Men in Black, so it's like it kind of fit to me because he was in Men in Black, like having him dress up in that suit and deal with shit like that. I just feel
What
like
the
that
fuck?
fit.
We just said that. We
Huh?
just said that. Like what?
I don't know, but that's interesting though. I would love for Henry to join Marvel just to slap DC in the face because they kind of like fired him as Superman. Like, I just feel like y'all didn't have to do that man like that. I don't know who he'd be though, but he has more options than we'll do. Sadly enough, I don't know. I want to see who gonna be like the new Fantastic Four whenever they come out with that. That's the like the little mix up I'm trying to see, and like the new X-Men. Now I don't know. I don't know if he could be somebody with X-Men. I'm like, now that I think about it, unless they like switch people character like what race they are, which they were talking about at one point, but I don't know. I know Sam almost 80, but Sam be getting them checks though. Sam be walking around like he fucking 40. Captain British? I don't know who that is.
Captain Britain. Man.
Why you say the stream behind? It's fine. If I miss some, I just missed it. I'm half asleep today. Not dude from 50 Shades. What? I play cooler. Thank you. Bishop? Who is Bishop?
From the X-Men. From the future. Will? No. I'd rather have Method Man play that role. Method Man. Method Man look more like Bishop. He been working out. That boy got big. He like, I'm honestly open to that because of how much he been putting in the
That's too
gym.
much money though. Like, they wouldn't hire Will to give him a role to de-age him like that. Like, they only did that with Sam for that movie because it went back, you know, like back or whatever like that. But to start, they not finna do that shit. Like, that's a waste to do for no reason. All the big stars want to be in Marvel. That's how you get them checks. That's what everybody watching. Everybody watching these movies, so everybody want their own thing. Everybody getting a movie or a show with Disney, they like, shit, where mine at? But see, Will like it's a catch because, you know, they don't do the contracts no more. They trying to get away from that. I just feel like if they got a relationship with you and it's something that they gonna do in the future, like, they gonna call you back. Like, I just feel like you may not have that contract there, but you'll still get work. It's just that extra shit that people was asking for. I gotta have a ride at Disneyland named after me. I gotta have this parade before the movie come out. Like, people was asking for ignorant shit in their contracts, and like, you don't even know if your movie gonna be trash or not. Like, you don't even know. Like, most Marvel movies aren't trash. I can at least say that. But we may not like you as much as you think we gonna like you for you to be getting all that stuff. Like, the fuck. Tied, but he dead, right? You want to try that again? Don't come at me about this de-aging shit. Like I fucking said, they not doing it for no reason. They de-aged somebody in Shang-Chi, but are they still around after the movie? Like, to de-age them again. He didn't look like he was de-aged to me. I just thought that's how he looked. Like, to me, if you look up a picture, he looked the same. But even if they did de-age him, they ain't got to do it no more. That's one time. Will trying to be around for a minute. Who brought up Thor? I said most of their movies aren't trash. I didn't ask you to nitpick which ones are. People don't listen. And I ain't doing that today. That's what I was finna say, Danny. That's why I was like, and most them people that be really about them arts like that still look good. They ain't de-aged Michelle. Like, I'm like, they ain't. So all they did was just give him a wig so that his hair didn't look as gray as it was. Like, I'm like, de-age? What's up, Malik? Yeah, Batwoman is killing it right now. Name all the characters they de-age in Marvel. Frozen, thank you for the donation. What we talking about first? Legends?
Sure.
That don't even make sense. I'm about to go. Anyway, Legends. What we do this week on Legends? We got to we were supposed to be going to Tahiti 2021. Is that what they said? And we ended up in 1986 in Chernobyl, Russia. So that was way off. But the guy, what his name is, Gwen, was saying like it's because of the weight, like was off or something. It was too many people. It wasn't supposed to be like that designed to do all that and stuff like that. So yeah, that was, they thought they were in prehistoric times. Can we, you know what? Can we talk about Gary and Gideon for a minute? Gary and Gideon in the gooseberries. The G's, Gary and Gideon's gooseberries.
God damn, I can't believe it.
Child, that right there. Yeah, he has PTSD from the war.
That's just crazy. I'm like, Gary and Gideon, that's what they doing?
Right. But he an alien and she a fucking computer. She was like, would you like to have sexual intercourse with me? I was like, how we get here? We just jump from other stuff to that. Like, okay then, well. It was so funny because Ava and Sarah looked at them when they was like, you don't think. They was like, no. I was like, shit, if you only knew. If you only knew.
That's crazy.
And what else they had going on? Bishop, they show him on like him in the Ava clone or whatever. They like the Wave Rider, like I don't know, like this the thing too. Like, did he invent the Wave Rider? Cause like, where did you get that from? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he invented it cause he saw it. You know, like he got his memories back. So you know he a genius. It don't take much. Do some sketches and get it back. Because he even still got the one bathroom. So I'm thinking he's from the future. I'm thinking he low-key created this like this. You know how shit happened? Like, the way time work is weird. Because, like, the stuff he's doing is probably making it so we're able to time travel today. But we still had to get here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like we in the present, like 2021 or whatever like that. But what if he did make that AI, that specific AI Gideon and the Wave Rider for them to use like going forward, even though we back in time. You get what I'm saying? Like how that work like that?
Yeah.
Like it's weird, but it's like I think all that stuff was meant to happen like that. They had Gideon cutting up though. Making them bots and then made one of him and made it so he couldn't go home. She done flushed Ava out and let her go in the cargo bay and zapped her out in space somewhere. And she's a, what, android? Is she an android? What is that? She's a clone, so I'm sure she dead, right? The clones can die, so she shot her out in space, so she got to be dead. But still, I'm just like, wow. I wasn't able because they got my girl here doing anything. But yeah, Legends is cool. I just don't know. Like at the end, like they keep changing history though. So like what they did was they knew Chernobyl was coming. Like they knew the plant or whatever the thing is was about to like go off in however many, what they had like 30 minutes an hour or something like that. I don't know. But they basically saved all them people that was supposed to like die from like radiation sickness or like cancer later on and stuff like that. They evacuated everybody. So that's going to affect thousands of lives. So I don't know what that's going to change. Because the thing is, that's a point in history y'all changing and y'all just jumped again. Now, where they jumped to now, I don't know. I don't know if they ended up back in another year if they went forward some, but it looked like they went back in the past again because they were making like airplanes or something like that.
It looked like
they were at the hangar that they used for
yeah
Central City, but I don't know, like I said, what year they in, so that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, they look like the 50s because
they look like they was in like the Industrial Revolution or something like that. So I don't know. Duan Davis, thank you for the donation. Hey Trey, hey Tasha, I guess this would be like, how y'all doing today? I don't know. You're waiting for Thanksgiving. I do got a question. I thought about this all day long about the CW. What is he? Did it cut off your question? What's up, DC?
Can we click that or something?
No, it's gonna. It probably only can type so much, so he'll have to put it in the chat. I'm not saying he created Gideon, but I'm saying he made her to where like the one that was on the ship, that like the protocol that Rip had to change. Like, you know what I'm saying? She didn't have no emotions. It was strictly just one captain and me, and then like this whole little protocol or whatever like that. But I don't know. Oh, thank you for the donation. How your question keep getting cut off?
Just type the question because I don't
right. Just type it in the chat. TJ, can I ask you a question? Did you watch our flash discussion from this week?
Nope. Nope.
Because if you did, you wouldn't have to ask that.
Nope.
Y'all trip me out coming here to talk about stuff, and then like we said most of the stuff in the video.
Most of the stuff y'all always ask, we've already said in the discussion. But y'all don't stay for the discussion, you stay for the reaction, which makes no sense because
Hawkeye's next week.
We say all this stuff. I know y'all skip this stuff because even during when we take commercial breaks, when we watch the show, we talk in between the scenes and we say stuff like that all the time.
Are you trying to ask? You said YCW. I'm not understanding how you trying to ask this.
I don't know.
But yeah, thank you, Trayvon. Yeah, that's pretty much it with Legends. They jumped somewhere else though at the end of the video, and of course, Gideon was trying to get Bishop to kill the Legends, and he couldn't, so he jumped ship literally from the bathroom, like the toilet, and got zapped up with them wherever they gonna end up next. So that still threw them off from where they were trying to go because that's more weight. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking. So we'll have to see where they end up. Surprisingly enough, they didn't say that it was the mid-season finale for Legends, so I don't know if they're gonna run that straight through. Or what they gonna do with that, because it only got 13 episodes as well. So I thought it was gonna like do Batwoman schedule, but I guess not. Not as too early in the morning for this. It's 5 p.m. for you. No, I'm gonna watch whatever Mary look like. I'm gonna watch it while it's on the show. I'm not going looking for nothing. Like, it's literally gonna come on next week. They having a mid-season finale. So we'll be talking about Batwoman. I don't know how you want to do this.
We can do Young Justice.
Okay. Young Justice. Betrayals upon betrayals. We end up at Santa Preschool with my girl, Papa Ponytail Sister 1. Tigress. It was, now what I can say about this episode, I fucking love the technology that her and Oracle were using during that episode, where like Oracle was talking to her and nobody fucking knew, because like she could literally just do shit with her eyeballs to like answer the question. That was some clean ass shit.
Telltale games I used to play.
That's some clean ass shit. Like, that's some shit y'all should put on somebody's show and like tech for our suit. Like, that shit right there. You want to get in a situation and then you don't want the fucking villain to know that you can reach out for help. Like, that's some like tight shit to put in your suit. But I mean, it is what it is. But that shit, that was clean. What else happened in that episode? Oh yeah, they showed my girl McGann We went back to Mars. She came in busting heads. She came in busting motherfucking heads, bitch. And then you got Uncle John just behind her like he's supervising, like he just to make sure she don't go too overboard. But do what you gotta do, baby. Do what you gotta do. She snatched up McCom ass like, oh, I wanted him to get mind fucked so bad. He was like, Connor. He was like, Kryptonite. I don't even know what that is. He was like, I don't even know what that is. She went in his mind. I wanted her to fuck him up without asking. I was like, damn. She see telling the truth. I thought we was gonna go up in that bitch just fucking people
She
up.
done, bro.
I felt so bad for her though, because she's like, now who do I blame?
Once you got somebody to point your rage at, you got a target. You ain't got to grieve.
You could be mad.
Yeah.
That's one of them stages of grief. Yeah, you could just be mad. So, but
now we just.
Who else they showed? Yeah, then they got the whole thing where Orphan was a captive, and then like Savage's daughter and what's her name, Onyx were like going in the base or whatever like that. My girl had that though for to go by herself and not know who like the two traitors were, like if they were both traitors or one was a traitor or whatever. And then when they got to like a certain part, then of course they revealed who the traitor was, which it was Vandal Savage daughter, of course. Like that shit in her fucking DNA, but that shit was fucking interesting. So they stole stuff from the base where we are or whatever, and she was trying to bring it back in her fake arm that didn't exist but did exist because she had on a glamour charm or whatever. Clarence, thank you for the donation. Happy Friday to you too. But yeah, like she had on a glamour charm acting like her daddy fucked her up so fucking bad. And that bitch was like, oh. Sir, you're not making sense. You good? Cause like these messages, like thank you for the donation, but like you ain't gotta keep donating. Just type it in the chat, cause I don't understand what you're trying to say. Why the CW did I get a show? Why I do about it? Like you gotta read what you typing.
He's from another country and they're translating it fucked up.
No, they don't. This boy be in here all the time donating
Really?
and speaking in English. That's why I'm like, motherfucker donate every week.
I'm trying to give benefit of the doubt right now.
New Oracle Origin. Yeah, I can appreciate you giving me like a different version of an origin story and they still being good. Not just giving me some shit and don't explain what we doing or what their powers are now and stuff like that. But
Man, you want kids to watch it.
Child, I would have chin checked my mama though. Like the way her mama was in there talking to her, bitch, you severed my vocal cords. We ain't got shit to talk about. Obviously, because you took that away from me. We ain't got nothing to talk about. Like, get the fuck on. Like, What else happened in that episode? They ain't really been showing the other day. Like, they ain't really show Aqualad and Nightwing. Like, they always make it seem like they all busy and stuff like that. And then Beast Boy's still in his room not doing nothing. So, I don't know. But,
I knew Jade was there. I knew she was there.
Yeah, Jade helped her. That was good. And they all like got out of that situation, right?
No,
or did it show?
They cut off.
Oh, it cut off. They was all cornered, right? It was like Orphan and Tigress and Jay and Onyx. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that, but I mean Barbara watching, so she said at any moment she could send a bat team if they needed to go. I don't know how long it would take them to get there though, but I guess that's an option. But what else happened? Oh yeah, my gun went home on the little baby ship and her sister came with her this time.
Yeah.
Her parents were like, I feel like we ain't gonna never see her again, so I don't know. I still don't think Connor's dead, but I don't know what's going on. Like maybe he just recovering somewhere. But I would think as long as they got him like to the sun, he'd recover quicker, right? Like, yeah. But maybe his I don't know. Cause I'm not Superman. I don't know how damaged you gotta be and what your recovery time look like. So I don't know, but I hope they didn't kill him, and then we already lost Wally too. That's gonna kind of like make me mad, but I don't know. They took a different approach this season though. It's like they focusing on certain characters and certain stories before they just have everybody together like that. So that's what I said. OD, they had 26 other kids. I said 26 because they got 28, but we don't count McComb because he ain't shit either. Oh yeah, his little hoe ass boom tubed up out of there after my gun got through with him. He done boom tubed and left like this bitch not finna kill me. So yeah, I want to know who the hoe is that was watching, who put that thing on there at the end to make the kryptonite blow. Because that's why I was like, that factor came in later. at the end. I want to know who that is, but I don't know. I like Young Justice though. I will say that.
Yeah.
Like they storytelling be better. They've been a lot deeper this season with all the like book passages and poems and quotes and shit at the end of the stuff. But like they ain't showed what Violet. Well, they showed her last episode like she showed up for duty at the place, but then like all of them were gone already. That's like the only thing they really showed to her, and then like they hadn't been showing everybody, so everybody doing shit. I don't know. I wish we could see what everybody was doing, but I get it's a 30-minute animated show, so. Yeah, because they got Zatanna and Rocket in the intro, so that's why I'm like, and they got Calder, and that's why I'm like, we gonna see the characters that's in the intro. Like, they ain't even put some of the characters they've been showing a lot of in the damn intro, so. I don't know. Maybe that's coming later when we figure out the plot of what's going on for real, because they still gotta deal with that shit. Will can play Jefferson Davis, Miles Morales' dad. Okay, but that's still not like a guaranteed recurring role for you to play his dad. That could be a one and done. Like that's not. So has Cassandra already been Batgirl because Orphan was her third identity? In this continuity, I'm assuming she's only been Orphan. Like she's only been Orphan. She hasn't been a Bat person yet. Maybe that's coming, but it don't make sense because that's her mama. She severed her vocal cords and she's trained her whole life to be an assassin. So
Batgirl will be her upgrade.
Yeah.
Batgirl will be her upgrade. They're trying to show you something else. Like this is.
That's true. They could get everybody to come help. Like I said next episode, if they still at Santa Priest, cause they gonna need it though. Cause like.
Y'all want Will Smith and everything. What are you talking about? Will Smith
We didn't want Will Smith.
We didn't want Will Smith.
Well, maybe he's talking about the person that said,
is in talks with Marvel. That's why they said that.
Maybe he's talking to the person that said he could play Miles' dad.
Mm-hmm. But they probably don't know that Will is in talks with Marvel. That's why I'm saying it.
Child, I'm all for whoever being in whatever, as long as they gonna deliver on what they need to deliver on. Like I've seen Will be funny and I've seen him be serious and like break your ass down for like a role. So like I feel like he could do it. It's just a matter. People are what don't want you to do stuff. It ain't got nothing to do with me. If that man feel like he could act and do a role in Marvel, then he could do it. It's just he gonna deliver whatever he needs to deliver. He want them checks. Like he's still one of the highest paid actors right now, and ain't really been doing a lot of work. Just so he getting them checks for a reason. But we could I don't know if anything else happened with Young Justice like that. Because I mean it's just 30 minutes, and then I'm assuming that's all coming on Patreon if it's not already there. So
Wow.
Young Justice and stuff, because you ain't put it up, did you?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
It'll be there this weekend.
So which one, Flash or Batwoman?
I don't care. Honestly.
Well, I'm gonna talk about the Flash then, because I feel like Batwoman kind of outdid them this week. I know the Flash trying to build up for like Armageddon. They had some cool moments, but I feel like Batwoman was a little better. That's my opinion. With the Flash, we got the first was it Armageddon Part 1. We start out with how did they start the episode? Oh yeah, they showed the dude in 2031 or whatever. What is his fucking name again? Despero. Yeah, so they showed him like Central City getting fucked up as usual, buildings on fire, all that kind of stuff, and then like he uses his little magic belt to like disappear. And of course, I think that's when he comes to 2021. But the first thing they show up there, I was trying to sit down and have a moment. Of course, they get interrupted. So Ray come into town for I forgot what they called it. It was like a convention though, like a science convention, science and technology convention for Central City. Chester was supposed to be his liaison, so that was like a thing. And then what else was going on in the episode? They showed Allegra, like they showed my girl Iris with the glow up, how her the name, her paper basically then changed to like a whole media company. Is it CCC Media? Is it 3 C's? I can't remember.
Central Citizen
Central City Citizen
Media.
So yeah, and then she got like a podcast. She got the paper going still. Then she was doing the interview at the tech conference. So she just like all over the place dabbling, minding her best black business. So let her do that. Let her queen on. But like, she had that going on. So Allegra, I'm assuming if Cisco girlfriend would have still been there, she would have got a promotion too. But she promoted Allegra, and then Allegra was feeling like she couldn't do it because other people had more, like experience, I guess. But I'm like, if she promoted you for a reason. You just gotta snatch that and just take ownership of that.
The whole thing about the people already on the internet talking about some. Man, the level up thing got on my nerve. Hold up, bro. That's they do that every first episode of the season to set the tone, to let you know, to pay attention. I don't understand how, like, you deal with stuff for 7 years and then the 8th year you're like, oh, okay. Like, they did the whole thing in the first episode of last season. They were doing something about parents. They were doing something, teasing where the fuck they were going.
They keep saying level up this episode, and I was just like, okay.
They were saying level up because that's what they're going to have to do for the back half of the season. Level up.
And
they're going to have to get
leveled up last season. So
exactly. So whoever's coming, they're going to have to get better.
Yeah. So are you trying to say, like, why the CW make new shows but then don't give them a chance? Is that what you're trying to say? Like, I'm trying to make sense out of what you're typing. Iris Westella upgraded the whole building. And then she said Sue bought the building. So, like, that's a thing, too. I really love this episode. I like how confident Barry is and how he's not dependent on everyone else to help him. Like, he's doing stuff on his own, which he should. Like, the petty they let him do in the episode was so funny to me when he fought
Royal Flush Gang.
Yeah, Royal Flush Gang. And he went and it was... I'm sorry, like, I just felt like it was so much disrespect in the air because that lady was like a whole psychic and she like read your mind on what you was gonna do, but you think so fast that like you changed your thought pattern of what you was gonna do without her knowing, and then rearranged them to like fuck each other up. That shit was funny. Like, the petty in him, the way he smiled as he was like doing it, I'm just like, he just slow walked over like, oh, y'all thought y'all had a chance, but okay, like, that's funny. But like, yeah, but like I guess they had been planning that heist for the Royal House game for a while, because the dude they broke out of jail, they was like, what?
You said the Royal Heist Gang.
Well, the Royal Flush Gang, like whatever they was doing, had to be planned for a while, because the guy they broke out of jail made it seem like he was in on it too. I think they was like virtually stealing $50 million, and then they was like, they would have got $10 million apiece. And then they was like, yeah, but like, yo, cut, we gonna go ahead and they was about to take him out so they could get more money. I'm like, I don't understand why people do that. Like, y'all really be out here telling people y'all plans to do stuff, and that's what they really be plotting, to take your plan and put your ass out the game. Because they couldn't have done that, obviously, without him if they had to break him out of jail to do that. But then you gonna take his cut. You gonna take him out the pitch.
Yeah, I was real glad that they didn't make Barry lose to the fucking Royal Flush.
Yeah, because I'm like...
that was going to make me mad. And nobody's going to tell me, oh, man, I knew they were finna do that. No, you didn't. You thought they were going to do that same old stupid trope from week to week for the past 7 years that they've been doing. Oh, Barry gets an upgrade. So, okay, well, the villain got to get away. You thought he was finna lose. Everybody thought that. You didn't think he was finna do what he did. No. So I was just
Joe's not dead. I don't know why y'all think that.
I was just impressed by the fact that they didn't do that.
I was impressed that he was just doing shit. Like, when the train shit happened, he like ran and saved the person and put milk in her shit without her knowing. And she was like, what you do that in like 20 seconds? He was like, 12 actually. He was like, 12 actually. I'm like, bruh, he fast as fuck. Like, and he still can do the speed thinking or whatever, but he's still him. So I'm just like, I can appreciate that. Like, we 8 seasons in, he don't supposed to be tripping and falling over his feet. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be able to do whatever, whenever. He shouldn't have to have the team always backing him up for that. Like, in the field anyway. Like, it's cool to have your team at the lab. Like, and they telling you, oh, this person at this place, so you got to intercept them here. Like, that kind of stuff is cool, but Child, Iris business. She might not be in there with them this time because she looked like she trying to run all the media in town. So, but it was cool though. I can appreciate it. I'm just interested. This is very different for them because you have somebody that shows up who you think is a villain, but they're telling you, no, you're gonna be the villain. So I'm here to stop you before you fuck shit up. So that's like an interesting concept. But the wordplay, because he was like, you destroy. I think he said something about you destroy your world, and that puts ours in danger or some shit like that. Like him destroying Earth is gonna eventually like cause, like, you know, like just because Barry destroyed Earth don't mean he died. So maybe he'd go somewhere else and do some other shit. You know what I'm saying? So it made it seem like he's not from our world, but eventually once you destroy yours, you're gonna fuck our shit up too.
And I can't let that happen.
Right. It was like the wordplay. They tried to like do the little wordplay. So I don't know. Because they didn't say where he was from, which is what I'm assuming they're doing for part 2. Because they went to get Alex. Or they went to call Alex. I don't know if she's going to show up or not. But I know, I almost called a damn girl Danielle. Caitlyn said she was going to call Alex because they're trying to figure out what type of alien he is to see what kind of weaknesses he have. You know,
yeah.
So.
I mean, they calling the right people. Right?
Yeah, I mean, it's
like,
smart.
Call people from Supergirl.
I ain't gonna lie, when I seen the Royal Flush game pop up, I was like, bitch, what y'all doing? Because I'm like, y'all the weakest motherfuckers that we got on the roster. Like, what y'all doing? But then I forgot with, like, Crisis and Villains coming back. And I guess they had upgraded powers because the lady was psychic and Jack had, like, laser eyes. I don't know what the fuck the girl did because the man literally, like, threw her. Like, that was supposed to make her punch harder or something. Like, I don't know. But I'm like, that's definitely different from the Royal Flush Gang I knew when they came on like a long time ago. Because they weren't doing all that. But it's cool though, you know. What happened to Cecile's baby? I don't know. But like, people keep saying Joe's dead. But I'm like, no, he's not. Because like, he has story in the back half with that girl, that lady, whatever the detective lady name is. I can't even fucking think of her name.
Kramer.
Yeah, the one who like all cool now because she found out she was a meta, but she was trying to kill all of them last season. But her, like, they still have stuff going on. And I'm like, common sense wise, for him to say something about dead to me, like, or dead to him or something like that, and he apologized to Cecile, is like, Barry's right there. Like, that's a big loss if it was Joe. It's not gonna just affect her to where, oh, let me just apologize to you and everybody else cool. That's not, like, if you bring up death around somebody, a group of people, and somebody important to them died, that's the whole group affected, not one person. So, like, some people are saying that, like, it has to do with her story, I guess, like, because she had to fight her inner self with the whole crazy house thing last season, like, whatever her episode was, when she had to get, like, rid of the other version of herself or something like that. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe it got something to do with that, since maybe she felt dead to herself, you know, like, whenever she went through that episode of what put her in there in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, she ended up in the mental ward or whatever, and they did that whole episode. Mm-hmm. Why are you looking like that? What?
Because I don't understand that. I don't get that.
I forgot why she went though. Like, it was something going on that she felt like she had to go. Didn't she say she felt like dead inside or something like that? Like, she was going through stuff. Then she say her mom died, and like, it was a whole bunch of stuff going on, and she wasn't there. That's why she like checked herself into that place or whatever. So I'm just saying, like, it could be, they may be like trying to like subtly let you remember that that's there in case something happens later where they need to like make you remember that happened. Cause you gotta think about it, Desperado showed up and he can mess with people's minds cause Barry and Ray saw him when he wasn't there. So who's to say he won't fuck with her mind and then like that triggers something?
Nah, but see, this is the thing. Desperado, he's not fucking with, he don't want to fuck with nobody but Barry.
True.
Think about it. He told Ray to leave, so he's not fucking with nobody. He said, this is not your fight, leave.
True.
So he didn't even want to fight Ray.
If they jump in to help Barry though, and you have to put them down without putting them down, you would mess with them mentally. Like, to get you out of the way. And then you gotta think about it too, like, she leveled up, so to speak, because she used the thinker chair and was able to do all that stuff. No, she's able to do all that stuff mentally too, so they may have some kind of psychic battle. And it may, like, re-trigger some stuff. I don't know. But Iris still got that time sickness. And then like Despero was making it seem like when Barry showed him who he was, that was so funny. He was like, what did he say exactly? I know you remember. When Barry like took off his mask, he was like, my name is Barry Allen and I'm not, what did he say? I'm not afraid, or I'm not, I don't know, and I'm not hiding anything or something like that. And then he was like, you intrigue me, Flash, or some shit like that. I don't know what the man said, but you was laughing. But he basically saying his mind gonna crack. And that's what leads to him like destroying stuff 10 years from now. So like me and Trey was like, the only two possibilities could be if Reverse Flash, if they do that storyline where Reverse Flash steals his face and he's the one who's doing the shit and they think it's Barry, or if something happens to Iris. That's the only two things I can see. Because if something happened to Iris before time, that means something happened to the kids. So he had his family just wiped out. Your family line gone. So I can see you cracking under that. Because then you got the speed thinking you done leveled up. But it's like, I couldn't save my wife. I couldn't save my family. You know, like we back to that kind of shit. So them the only two scenarios that I can see.
So we back to Savitar mode.
Something like that, yeah. But like, think about it. He upgraded more than that. So that's a bigger problem. That's why I was like, that's even bigger problem if he go dark. And he done got all this going on now. But it's like, now what would excite me is if they hit me with some shit that's good, but I didn't think of, that just throw us off like what's going on. Like a reason for him, like something like that happening. But it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, not the so far-fetched shit don't make sense and we like, what the fuck? But like, another story that's good of why Barry would crack, and then, you know what I'm saying? Or I hope they show more of their future. Like, I hope they show him, because all they showed was like the running and like the street cracking or whatever like that. Like, he was messing stuff up, so I don't know. Like, maybe he was running so fast it was throwing the axes off or something and shit started getting fucked up. And then after that, he was just like, well, bitch, I'm about to go somewhere else. Because he can run fast enough to go to somewhere else. So, I don't know. I don't know why 2031, though. Because that's the thing, too. He said, like, he gave him 7 days to see what happens. Because I'm like, if anything were to happen to you within 7 days, because that's when it's supposed to happen, why it take you 10 years to get to this point where you want to destroy the world? So that's the thing, too. Like, why 10 years from now? And we know the kind of mood Reverse Flash was in when he did last time, because he was mad that Barry he was so mad. So like that situation too, like you harnessing all the, you already hate this man, and then he done leveled up, as they say on YouTube. So I don't know. Like it's gonna be interesting to see where they go with it. But it is supposed to have that whole graphic novel thing. Like you got this part, then you have the next part, and then it's like the third act or whatever. So it'll be interesting to see how they connect it all and how all this is going. What if Eobard possessed Barry? But like Eobard's actually back in the body right now, right? Mm-hmm. Like he's back after what they did. Because they had to basically like bring him there to fight at the end of last season. So like he has a body. And yes, there's only 18 episodes. There are 5 for this, and then 13 for the rest when it comes back on in March.
How can you say that and you play COD? How can you say that and you played COD?
It's not the same at all, though, but it's fine.
Like, you play COD for a fucking living. Get the fuck out of here.
Reverse Flash was more than salty. That motherfucker sodium levels was through the roof. I really don't give a fuck about Black Lightning, to be honest. I mean, I know he in it, but I'm not checking for him. I'll be happy to see Alex, you know what I'm saying? Happy to see Mia whenever she show up. I wonder what makes them go get her, too. And then Ray looked like he was leaving. That's why I was like, but Trey was like, well, maybe he'll come back at the end when they all, like, you know, do whatever. But something has to happen in them 7 days to make that man still be the villain. So, like, that's what I'm saying. Thawne gonna pop back up. I can't see nothing happening to Iris in 7 days like that, or whatever. Like, 7 days?
This got...
Now, the only thing that I can say about the Flash within the last 2 to 3 seasons that like irked me just a little bit, that always sits in the back of my mind, is that Barry don't go visit his parents' grave, even though we found where they were, but they never touched back on that. Like, that part, I'm just like, I know they may never come back and touch on that, but I just feel like that was important for his character. Like, that was something that Barry did. Like, you know, So for you to go to visit your parents' grave to get them flowers or whatever, it not be there. We find it, but then we never hear nothing else about that. You know, it's just like they should have had China instead of him. But they could have literally brought anybody though. Like all the fucking superheroes y'all got, like y'all couldn't have brought nobody else. Like maybe they need a motherfucker with lightning abilities. I don't know. But I'm just like, we literally got a staff of like we had a whole ass the legends. You could have brought the whole team of legends in for his spot. So I don't know what they doing. Maybe he's important. I know Batwoman is supposed to be important. Cause you know she get a lot of hate, and then like Eric basically had to like explain that she's important, like her episode is important for whatever's gonna come. So I don't know, but I'm wondering if any of this, like, is it all separate, or is this some of this gonna carry over to the actual season, like some of the stuff that happened, or what's left over after what happened and stuff like that. So I don't know. They still do not know about the other worlds yet. They probably just think this dude is like just an alien from a different, you know, like planet in our solar system. So
we can talk about Batwoman.
Batwoman, y'all. How does your garden grow? These motherfuckers started the episode cheating on the basketball court with their Jordan on. Ball get lost. The girl go check the shed, and this man over here like in honey in a hive, something like that. Bees coming out of his nose and mouth. Like that's how the episode started. I thought that man was good and dead because like if bees come out of me in them places, my nose and my mouth, and I'm still alive, like he gonna have like insect PTSD forever. So yeah, that's what the dude said. That's what I said when I saw the bees. I'm like Candyman. But, child, Miss Poison Mary, though, out here showing out, but also speaking facts. So, oh, yeah, I forgot about that Ray dumbass. Talking about the way Ray ran off screen like Superman, yeah. Busting his shirt open like he about to, like he had the suit underneath. And how petty are they for him to keep saying like 30 times, I'm not a legend, though. The way they kept letting him say that was funny, too. Yeah. Ray, when he kept saying, but I'm not a legend. Like he kept rubbing it in their face like, y'all did that, but I'm not a legend. Like he kept saying, I'm not a legend.
Nah, like y'all let that dude go. Like, and it was like,
I'm sure you're gonna see Pam and Batwoman because I mean Poison Ivy's already been cast. I've seen what the lady looks like, so I'm pretty sure you're gonna get Pam. That's probably why Alice and Mary dipped. They may be going to get her, but I don't know. But Batwoman is good though. So what else? What we really had going on this episode? Most of the episode was pretty much like about the team, along with Renee and Sophie. Like Mary was basically there telling them that she was like, what Alice told her while she was working on the B dude, that she knew that it was her that had the stuff going on. She didn't believe it, but then when the dude woke up, he was scared of Mary, talking about, you did this to me. So she goes to tell them, and of course Alice got to make a bad situation worse, but she so-called handcuffed herself to not be a danger. So she was on like a dating app, which I don't know why she was on there. Eyes green in the profile picture, and a dude called her sweet, and she like made him into honey. Bruh, I don't know. I don't even know how she did that, but like she did that. And then the fact that she was able to track down that man from the Black Glove, and them people don't leave no trace. Child, the plants was talking that day. The plants was gossiping. I seen that motherfucker take a left on 3rd Avenue. He over here. Like, yeah. That Sophie and Renee shit ain't gonna last though. They drunk and they both like got shit going on, and that's why they did that. They gonna be looking at each other like they made a mistake later on. Watch, cause Sophie mad at Ryan, but then when she figure out what's going on, she gonna feel stupid for not trusting her. But I still feel like Ryan is like your mama playing you a little bit. Like some of what she said may be true, but you still a pawn on that chessboard though. Like you need to watch that lady, cause if I don't trust her enough to where like if she found out you were Batwoman, I don't feel like, you know what I'm saying? Cause like she make it seem like she did all this stuff to keep Ryan away from her son. But you have to make it a point of taking the business that she's running now and making her look like she embezzled money and almost could go to jail just to prove a point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like that's too much. But you care about me so much. So I just feel like that's bullshit. But I feel like she's using her to help put old boy on ice. And then after that, I don't know what their relationship gonna be. Like, you can tell certain stuff Ryan says, like, yeah, it gets to her and it hurts. But I still feel like there's more to that story that we haven't, like, you know what I'm saying, we haven't seen yet. And then, the only thing that pisses me off about somebody with that much money and supposed to be so smart is, like, I get you covering up your pregnancy. But, like, you paid $2 million to cover up your pregnancy before this boy, all this stuff happened. Because they're only a year apart. He didn't have no Joker issues till 7-8 years later after she was born. So, like, it's still a reason you covered up that pregnancy. And then to top it off, like, why not put her with the family you know was going to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I get it, it's all for drama on the show. But I'm just saying, logically, you still look like a bad mom because you could have made sure your child was good even if you didn't have nothing to do with them. So, I still feel like it's some shady shit going on because why pay for her to disappear at birth when nothing was going on with that boy then? So I don't know, but that man talking about the fact that like other people kids in Gotham, like other people rich kids was like acting up and cutting up. I wonder who like all them kids were. They mentioned what's his fucking name, the Hush dude,
Tommy.
yeah, they mentioned him like his mom was the one who like started all that, trying to look up like all that kind of stuff. I don't know if that's true or not though. Maybe it is. I don't know. But because I'm like, you're not supposed to talk. You wouldn't tell nothing about like Jada, but you're going to tell this story. So I don't know how true it is. But that motherfucker, as soon as him and Sophie walked off, he hung himself.
The reason he said that will give you, that's a lead so they can move the story along so you can find a place to look.
Yeah. But Sophie was about to take him out the game. She had that torch. She burnt his face. She was ready. Had Ryan not stopped her, she probably would have killed him. And then, like, I don't like how Renee said, like, if your sister survived Black Love, or, like, you shouldn't want to be anywhere near them or whatever. So, like, she still may have a target on her back, and then she recovering. And then now you dipping, you gonna get a target on your back. That dude killed himself. If somebody find that body and know, like, what he was working on or whatever, like, you don't know who else gonna pop up with that, too. There could be a sub-villain. Y'all got the Black Glove folks coming after y'all, and then y'all got this Poison Ivy stuff going on. Then you still got Ryan brother, which with the mid-season finale is next week, so he's gonna be in that episode. We don't know what's gonna happen with that.
And that's gonna unleash the wrath that is his Joker Jr.
Yeah, her explanation. That's what I'm saying. But Ryan is like, and I can understand Ryan's position because your mom is dead. You thought your real mom was dead, and you found out she's alive, and that you got a brother. So the human in you, of course, is gonna want to like see the best in them and try to like make stuff work, even if your gut telling you not to. But it's like, bruh, you Batwoman. Like, you gotta be tougher than that. Like, you gotta.
It's kind of funny.
What?
It's just basically season 1 story all over again. Just done way better. Because he is basically Alice. We've seen Rachel play both Beth and Alice be good and bad. And holy shit. I just thought about it. It's basically the same fucking story. And she's gonna try to save her brother, just like Kate tried to save Alice, until it's to the point where, nope, I can't save him. I gotta put him down. Yeah, it's basically the same thing.
But baby, when I tell y'all Alice ain't shit, cause she put that gun in front of that, knew that sunlight was her trigger and waited, and then she bopped Luke upside the head with that keyboard. And then call Renee down to the botanical gardens. I'm like, bitch, you know that you out here looking for poison ivy. You gonna agree to go to the botanical gardens? Now, what kind of detective do that? I was just like, I'd be like, no, you can meet me in Walmart parking lot with this concrete. You can meet me in Target parking lot, Target. No fucking botanical gardens, bitch, and I'm looking for Pam. Like, what the fuck? I just felt like that was the dumbest thing for you to rush into that. That's how I know this shit with her and Sophie not gonna work. Cause you think it irrational when it comes to her. Like all that guilt seeping back in from you told Batwoman to lock her ass up somewhere and throw away the key. So I don't know, but I don't want to see no new pictures or nothing. If I wanted to see it, I would have brought it up. The Missy's finale is literally next week, so I can wait. Like
it's a few days away.
And if they don't show it then, I can wait till the back half. It don't matter, but I'm good. Like y'all be letting everything leak out. I don't want no spoilers. Or what's the point in doing reactions? Well, how you gonna see my genuine reaction if y'all always telling me stuff? I don't understand why people don't get that. Don't Alice still got the nano tracking bots in her? But wouldn't Mary know how to get them out? Because that's what she kept asking to get them out. And Mary didn't say it was impossible. She said it wouldn't be easy. And now she's flipped. So who's to say she didn't help him get them out of her?
Or will help.
Yeah, because like she helped her escape. And they going somewhere together. Like who's to say she won't help her? So you never know with that. But like the way she shaded they ass in that botanical gardens and was snatching they ass up with them vines, she was like, you don't even ask me how I am. Like she was like all this stuff. She was like, that's not friendship. Like she was going in and she was not lying at all. And then she yoked her ass up with them fucking vines and faded into them bushes. The way she faded back into them bushes. I'm like, yes, make your entrance and exit, boo. She should have swung up in that bitch on some vines like she was Tarzan, slapping people with the hoes. But yeah, and Luke, the way she snatched, she took Lucius out of Luke's suit, like the failsafe, talking about some the money she can make or what it could do for her career to have Lucius's brain with her. I'm like, bro, like this is what we doing? She was like, oh no, you don't need your daddy. Like it was so, bro, it was so funny because she was so antagonized because like they really did her in. Like Luke went out for her about telling about that suit. And he was like, Dad. It was so funny because, like, he's so grown to be in that suit. Like, Dad,
help me.
Dad, are you there? I just be like, it's funny. Like, I get it, but, like, it's so funny. She was like, oh, no, you don't need your daddy. You're good. Like, you good. You got this. That shit was so funny. I was like, but she cold with that shit. That shit was, like, comedic gold. That part, you don't need your dad. Like, you're good.
You don't need your daddy. Like, what the fuck?
Bro, that shit was hilarious, bro. He was screaming for his name.
Nicole killed
fucked
that
his
shit.
shoulder up. He fucked his shoulder up. Torn, what did they got a torn rotator cuff, so you out the game for a minute. Gotta stay in the back cave again.
Nicole killed that shit. She
really fucking did.
She was acting her
Evil
ass
Mary. I was waiting on her to snap at some point though, because I'm like, this girl can't do nothing, bitch. Can she just be a doctor? Look at all the shit she done been through. Her mama getting poisoned and her getting poisoned too, but her having to watch her mama die because it was only one antidote. Then you got one sister that's fucking crazy, one stepsister that's crazy, the other stepsister MIA. We don't care about her no more. And then your dad in jail. The only dad you know is in jail, so it's just you. Then you think you got this group of friends, and then like every time you try to come tell them something, they just like ignore you or write you off. But then they need you when you the team doctor. I'm like, bro, like that's not how you treat people. Like you don't do that.
Yeah,
then like she couldn't even fucking graduate without getting kidnapped before making her fucking valedictorian speech. I'm like, please, like, why y'all doing her like this? Had to operate and take stuff out of her teacher piece by piece, trying to keep him alive. I'm like, what are we doing?
Poor man.
Surprised they had Killer Croc gnawing on her ankles before they swooped in and rescued her. Like, please, she done been through so much, bro. And then now to go through all this, if she remembers anything after this over, like, she gonna need therapy, bro. Wait, what? The time travel dude being gay? Huh? You must be talking about Legends. Yes, ghetto. That's my word for Gotham. Hell, Central City trying to be a little ghetto too. Trying to talk about the Flash gonna fuck everything up. They trying to get a little ghetto too. I feel like in the end, Alice will be the one to save Mary. She wants the nanobots. So once she gets that, she'll be ready to go. But if Pam puts Mary in real danger, she's going to flip and try to help her. I mean, I can see that. Alice always like that walk the line character. Like, you don't know which way she going to go. But, like, I don't think she letting it happen to Mary because, like, who else you really got? Like, like, I know she don't want to say that's her sister, but, like, that's all you got. Especially on a medical point, you study be coming over here with that. Jazzy, thank you for the donation. My birthday was Sunday. Well, happy belated birthday. Barry always on a time limit doing these events. Can't catch a break. That Gwen Stacy MJ parallel straight from the No Way Home trailer. The movie looks darker than the others. Oh yeah, that did come out this week, huh? Thank you for the donation, Jazzy. But yeah, yeah, 7 days. So all that happened over 7 days, I guess. So that's wild. I mean, I kind of like the way they're doing it from week to week because the way it ended made me want to see what's next. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to cram it all in 1 week and rush and do all that. So I feel like that was cool. I'm kind of gonna miss Supergirl though. Like I wish she could have been on there and stuff like that, but like her get to do like one more thing with everybody. So I don't know. I'm ready to see what happens with the whole Armageddon thing though. I'm sure it's like more than meets the eye. I wonder what Marcus Joker would look like. I don't know because like they on the preview they made it seem like they done snatched him up. I know whenever he get free or if he escape, he gonna be pissed at Ryan because she the one who caught him there. So that's gonna be another thing. Omega, bye, get your boy. This motherfucker talking about react to Microsoft Word. I'm fucking tired. That's your nephew. I don't claim him today. His name Gwen Davies. Yeah, Sophie got feelings for Ryan. It's not like they was saying they was dating. So I mean, she could do whatever she want to do. Now somebody said if Marcus kidnapped Sophie to get back at Ryan, I mean it could happen. Like who's to say whatever they do don't get botched and he don't find a way out some kind of way. Did we miss talking about anything?
No, we good.
So you don't have to keep typing that. We ain't watching Arcane. So if we do, it's gonna be on Patreon only because it gets strikes. So
It does?
that's the Arcane show. Remember that they was talking about with the strikes. You forgot that already?
No, like they was yeah.
Somebody got striked for it. So like, of course, with our luck,
Yeah.
So if we watch
somebody
it,
else
it's
got
gonna
a
be-
strike for it, that's definitely a
Right.
hell fuck no for Married to the Real.
right. If we watch it, it'll be a Patreon only feature. So
If other people are getting strike, if some other people are watching it getting strike, our whole channel be gone. Fuck that. No.
I never watched the Cowboy Bebop anime, so I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna watch the live action. At least not today. I'd watch the anime first before I watch the live action, so that's a no for the near future.
But you gonna pay?
You ready?
Yeah, we already did Young Justice. You missed the camera. You'd have to rewind it back, but we talked about it. This Batwoman was the last thing. We finna get to go in a minute. What villains would y'all like to see on Batwoman in the future? I don't know. I feel like they're doing a good job, so whatever they provide me, I'll watch it. Like, it's been good. I have no complaints. So, yeah, I'm enjoying Batwoman. The Flash is getting off to a nice start. Like, I can understand how it started. Like, I'm just interested to see what's going on. It's like a mystery. Because it's like, we don't have, like, somebody that's out to destroy the world to fight now. We got somebody that's trying to save it from the hero. So, that's like a different spin on stuff. So, I can always dig that. Something different. I didn't see no Disney Plus trailers or sneak peeks or whatever. I don't feel like they're trailers. Like, when they drop actual trailers for stuff, I'll watch. I ain't watching 10 seconds of somebody do stuff and, like, putting it up for content. I'm not doing that. Like, that's extra work for no reason. But, what is Yellowstone?
I'm
Is
gone,
that a
y'all.
CW show?
I don't know.
Why you leaving? You got something to do?
Yeah.
Okay. Mia Queen is such a good. Mia Queen is such a legend. Yeah, I don't know how they gonna call her and what they gonna do to bring her in, but it'll be nice to see her. I still think she should have got her backdoor pilot though. They got all these other shows starting. I definitely feel like they could have did that. Is my phone charged? Yes. Wait, what? What the fuck? That's dumb. I'm geared to go though, cause we gotta go eat in a minute. The CW fucked up not doing Green Arrow and the Canaries. Yeah, I feel like what's up, Planet Lakes? Yeah, I feel like they could have did that. Yellowstone is a drama on Paramount Plus. Y'all won't be having no time to watch regular TV. You see how many people be asking for reactions? I don't know if I'll stream tonight because I'm tired. It depends on how I feel. I'm working off like a couple hours of sleep, so it depends. Trey probably will stream. I might stream with him. I might not. It depends on what I feel like playing. So we'll see. If I do, I'm sure I'll throw in some Roblox at some point over the weekend. I know I'll probably be streaming on Twitch though, not on YouTube. So if I do stream, it won't be here. So y'all have to go over there to watch me stream. I was thinking about doing some old Buffy episodes, Buffy the Vampire, over the weekend, so I may do that. But if Trey don't watch King Richard, I may watch that in Discord, but I'm not sure yet because I do want to watch that. But I want to watch it like I don't know. We'll see. But y'all have a good day. I'm gonna go. Y'all just keep a lookout for notifications for lives because who knows what'll happen. And now catch y'all later. Goodbye.